Oh, colleagues, it's finally a quarter to the weekend.
It's finally Thursday.
Oh my goodness, I've been waiting for Thursday for the longest time. I've been waiting. As you can see, I am tired, I am drained, I am exhausted. When I was walking here, one of the security guards was like, "Were you working out yesterday?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "I can see you look tired."
Imagine being told you look tired in the morning
like,
when
yo,
you just woke up.
colleagues.
You just had a good night rest.
I actually didn't have a good night's rest. Like, I want to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Don't
so
worry,
tired.
the weekend is almost here.
No, the
You can
weekend is
sleep.
now. And today is one of those less hectic days for me. So I can go and take a nap.
Yes.
Yeah, because the day I had yesterday, intense. But anyway, let's talk about baby showers.
I love a good baby shower.
Yeah?
You know, well, my mom always says to me that you must not have a baby shower. In our culture, we don't do baby showers. But I see a lot of Awamba women doing baby showers. So I don't know if it depends family to family and their preferences, or is it like culturally frowned upon? Yeah, so I don't know. But it's
Okay.
something, even my siblings, my older siblings, when they had children,
They
there
didn't
was no baby showers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you have one?
I definitely would have one.
Have you thought of themes?
I just know it's going to be elegant, classic. It's going to be so gorgeous, like maybe all white.
Love.
It's
love,
gonna be
love, love.
all white.
Would you
Yeah.
have a gender reveal?
It depends on how rich I am.
You will be rich, Jomi.
Yes,
I'm speaking
so
it's your life. We will be rich.
so yeah, if I'm rich, if I have the capacity, if my partner has the capacity, why not? But I'm more into like the baby shower vibe. I
Okay.
think that's my vibe.
That's your vibe. You
Yeah.
know, people have been coming at people that do gender reveals. Like, oh, you guys are so considerate. Why would you have blue fireworks and blue powder all over and what? Because you know there are those gender reveals where the plane flies over and it drops like a blue or pink powder.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, and people are complaining, you guys are so inconsiderate of the environment and of our surroundings and all of that. I personally think it's because people don't have the capacity, so they are jealous.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because everyone is like, why do you have a party to celebrate the gender of your baby?
Why not?
Why
It's
not?
your baby.
It's my baby.
Exactly.
I have thought of my theme. Oh, I have themes for the baby shower.
And
For
the
each
gender.
child.
Yo.
And then I have birthday party themes planned, I think up to about 5 years for each child.
I think that's actually a good question or a good conversation starter. Should you have a baby shower for every baby, for every child?
I know that in my culture they say that you only have a baby shower for the first baby. Because with the first baby, you don't actually know what to get for the baby, so that's
Yeah,
why
it's your
guess-
first time being
it's your
a
first
mom.
time being
Yeah.
a mom.
The excitement is
Yes,
up there.
yes.
But for your second child, you're like, can
Yo.
the 9 months be over?
Yeah,
need
I
to
would
get
have a
you
baby
out.
shower. I know I would have a baby shower for every baby.
Yeah, I think
Because-
I'll feel bad. I'll have parent guilt if I like when I look back and I'm like, oh Maria, sorry, unfortunately there was no baby
Shower for you. Oh, well. Yeah, I would definitely say have a baby shower for each baby. If you can, why not?
If you have the capacity.
Even my wedding celebrations, all of them, I want it all.
You have an engagement party,
Engagement party.
bridal proposal,
Yes. A bridesmaid's proposal,
breakfast, what?
yes. Yes,
everything.
brunch, what? Bachelorette, bridal, everything. I want it all. So, dear future husband, if you're watching, just come with the bag. Just know.
Love your content creator wife.
Yes, of course. Love your content creator wife because, baby, we are going all out. What I'm particularly excited for is my wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We have been hearing about
Oh.
Diana's wedding ever since.
And
we
you know
met.
the theme was.
Yes. So, like, we know Diana's wedding is on the calendar. We are just waiting to receive the dates, but none of us can ever miss it because we've been told year after year, day after day, time after time that you better. My wedding is going to be top year.
And you better show
And
up.
you better show up.
Yes.
So I'm like already prepared. Like I'm in my mind, I'm already canceling whatever I would have on those dates or closer to those dates. I'm already making myself available because I don't want to go here. Oh no, but you knew. And it's true, I did know.
These are real friends.
So-
These are real friends that are willing to cancel their plans for your wedding, huh? But also you have to know, I'm not selfish, right?
But a wedding is a big thing. I feel like if you are friends, to miss your friend's wedding, unless you have a death in the family, I think that's the only excuse.
That's the only excuse.
Yeah.
There's no other excuse. Death and like grave sickness, you know, that I can
Maybe
understand.
ICU or bedridden.
Or bedridden. That I
Yes.
understand. Everything else. And please, while we are on it, don't come and propose at my wedding. Because I will come die at your funeral.
I think tomorrow we must talk about that.
Yeah. Don't come propose at my wedding because I will come and die at your funeral. Ne? We must want to share the spotlight, isn't it? Yeah, so let's not do that. Don't take away from other people's celebrations because you're selfish like that. That's why I'm saying even with weddings, I'm not going to get married. I will try my best to not get married on a friend's birthday because birthdays for me are such a big thing.
Yes.
So I don't want to take away from your day because now even you feel guilty celebrating your birthday because it's like, but it's Diana's wedding, you know, I have to tone it down. But why did Diana choose to get married on Ida's birthday? Diana has always known this was Ina's birthday. So, and obviously you can't consider, for example, if you're having a very big wedding, you cannot rule out everybody's birthday. But if it's a small, intimate wedding, I'm pretty sure most of your close friends, you will not choose their birthday or another special day, like maybe their wedding anniversary or something. But anyway, you could argue and say that the calendar does not belong to me, but for my wedding, it definitely belongs to me.
Per.
On that note, we will be right back as we get into our top stories right after this.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.com.na.
Today on Smell the Coffee, we are talking Brazilian butt lifts and the smelly side effects that nobody talks about.
Oh no.
Yes. Because rumor has it that Stephon Diggs left Cardi B because her BBL smelled bad. But anyway, that's just a rumor. The Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, has become one of the most popular cosmetic surgeries globally, made famous by celebrities and influencers who desire fuller, curvier figures. This procedure involves liposuction to remove fat from one part of the body, such as the abdomen or thighs, and re-injecting it into the buttocks to enhance shape and volume. While the results can be dramatic, experts have long warned that the surgery comes with serious risks, including infection, complications during healing, and even death. Now, a particularly unpleasant and little-known side effect is making some people reconsider the procedure, which is a persistent and often offensive odor emanating from the buttocks area, dubbed the BBL smell. A musty or sour smell is not uncommon among BBL patients, especially after sweating or sitting for extended periods. While some degree of odor may be expected due to the nature of the surgery, more severe cases are often linked to complications or poor hygiene. One major culprit is fat necrosis, a condition where fat cells die after being transferred to the buttocks. If too much fat is injected and the blood supply can't sustain it, the tissue begins to die, releasing a foul odor as it breaks down. This not only smells bad, but can also lead to infections requiring antibiotics, hospital stays, or even life-threatening sepsis. Another factor contributing to the problem is cleanliness. Post-operative pain and swelling can make it difficult for BBL patients to properly clean themselves. Residual stool or urine left on the skin can create a breeding ground for bacteria, resulting in an unpleasant and lingering smell. Surgeons often advise using gentle fragrance-free wipes or a bidet to maintain hygiene after using the toilet. Despite these risks, some patients are willing to go to great lengths for the look they want. Although the appeal of a more sculpted silhouette is tempting, potential patients should be aware that the BBL is far from a simple beauty fix. Between the risks of fat necrosis, infection, and the unpleasant possibility of a smelly behind, it's a decision that should be made with serious consideration and thorough research.
Wait, what?
Yes.
I am shook. I didn't know that there was a BBL smell.
I saw an article of one woman who actually said she had to get the procedure reversed after a year because she could not stand the smell.
So this is the smell for everyone, or does it depend on personal hygiene?
Honestly speaking, they say depending on your personal hygiene. That's what determines the extent of the smell, how
or
bad
does
it
it
smells.
like depend on like maybe where you got it done, maybe in Turkey,
No.
US, or it's just like a standard smell?
It's like a standard smell, but then it's worsened if there's poor hygiene.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to like really consider.
And if you look at videos of people recovering from a BBL, I'm like, why would you even want to do that? Like, people have to roll up, towels to sit on the toilet. You have to sit strategically. And I'm like, all of
While
this.
you're healing.
While you're healing.
Oh.
It's extremely...
So how do I kill the odor then? Do I use expensive perfume, or does it still last even when
I guess you basically have to constantly use a bidet. Like every time you go to the bathroom, you use a bidet to wash your behind, because toilet paper is not going to cut it. It's not going to do the job.
Yeah, but everybody looks so good.
Everybody
Okay,
looks so good. But
like in
this
the
is my
BBL.
problem. But this is my problem with BBLs, and I think I've been waiting for an opportunity to say this. BBLs are, I would say, they want to copy a black woman's figure, because black women are naturally
Curvy,
shaped like
yeah.
that, right? And I'm not saying it's just black women. There are other races that are curvy. But it's mostly black women that have that shape. Now, my problem with BBLs is, with black women, for the longest time, we've been made fun of for having curvy bodies, right? For the longest time, we've been told, oh, that's unattractive because you should be heroin chic, which is like the very thin body. For the longest time, that was what was in, right?
That one is now back in.
Now
everyone
it's back
is
in.
now being skinny.
Now
again.
everyone is back to being
That's
skinny.
why you should not follow beauty standards.
Don't follow beauty standards.
Because they are changing
constantly. Now, with a BBL, it's like they, for lack of a better term, perfected the body of a black woman, which is they remove the fat in the places that they don't want them and give them that hourglass figure. So now when somebody without a BBL shows up and you do have that shape, it's like, but your stomach, and you have hip dips. And it's like, no, it's because I didn't pay for this body. This is what I look like.
My body.
This is my body. So now these BBL girlies are putting unrealistic standards on the rest of the women, that you should have this body type. And if you have this body type, why do you have a little stomach pooch? Why do you have hip dips? And it's like, you guys are forgetting that this is what natural bodies look like. You are so used to the BBL body, and not everybody has a BBL body.
Yeah, exactly. What I will say on that is, number one, do not look to anyone for beauty standards. Number two, be your own person. Never make a stranger your role model. Be your own role model. But nonetheless, speaking about role model, I think she's a role model. That's contradictory to what I just said.
Yeah, it's very contradictory.
But nonetheless, Namibian makeup artist and businesswoman Hannah Nangula is once again in the limelight with the launch of her latest beauty innovation, the Hannah Nangula Foundation Stick. Rolled out over the weekend, the product has sparked interest for its bold take on skincare. The foundation stick is a reflection of Nangula's love for empowering makeup lovers through well-crafted products. The product was motivated by the desire to design a product that is associated with confidence and versatility. It's ideal for anyone who desires a flawless finish, she said. The new foundation stick has a high-tech formula that gives full coverage with a light feel. It's a blend of skin-friendly ingredients that hydrate and treat the skin during wear time, a bold move into the space between makeup and skincare. Nangula said the biggest development challenge was striking a balance between high-performing coverage and gentle skin benefits.
You know, I saw somebody wearing, her face looked flawless, and I asked her, like, what foundation do you use? And she told me she uses Hannah Nangula's foundation. I'm like, wow.
I've also had a couple of friends who use her products. They're really, really good.
I'm like, wow.
I feel like the whole country, we should rally behind her and really support her. If you have never visited a Hannah Nangula cosmetic, I think they are called stores. There used to be one here or pop-up shop.
Yeah, pop-ups,
There used to be one here in
or
Venice.
stalls.
Yeah. If you've never gone there, I once did my makeup. They offered to do my makeup for the Simply You magazine Lifestyle and Fashion Awards when I was a host. They used their products. I looked so flawless.
Wow.
That content is on my social media. Just check her out. I feel like her products are so good. And I feel like Namibians were really, really sleeping on her. We need to, instead of going out there and supporting all these other international brands, we can just start at home and support our own.
I agree. I'm curious to see because, like she said, finding that balance between full coverage while being light. Because most of the times, full coverage products are very sticky and they're very thick. And you either have to layer them on, or like I'm saying, it's just naturally really, really thick. So I think we should go try it.
We should go try it. The foundation stick, I think it's available at all her stores, all her stalls. But nonetheless, we will keep you updated on our social media. Here is an interview with Zoe, who was a former Miss Namibia, Miss Teen Namibia 2022. Joining us right now is a former Miss Teen 2022. She also represented Namibia at Miss Teen International, that is in 2023. She's also our lovely colleague. We miss her, we worked with her, we love her, we adore her. And today she is back fresh from South. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me this beautiful morning.
You're most welcome, and welcome back.
No, it feels a bit weird. You know, the same corridors, the same walls, but now in a different way. I'm looking at it as an outsider now.
Yeah. Okay, so you live in Potchefstroom right now,
Yes.
Northwest Province in South Africa. What is that one snack that you refuse to leave behind when you go? What is that one thing that you're packing?
Well, student life can sometimes be hard. And you have to now, this is the first year we have to now start budgeting and stuff. And sometimes your favorite snacks are the ones that are the most expensive.
Yes.
So when I come back home to mom and dad here in beautiful Namibia, I sometimes like pack a little bit of extra biltong and droëwors. And yes, you get them in South Africa, but nothing tastes as good
as home.
As home.
Yes, as Namibian biltong, they say we have the best biltong in the world.
It's true, it's true.
So let's talk about your stay in South Africa. What was the biggest cultural shock so far?
Well, Potchefstroom is it's a very Afrikaans town.
Yeah.
So coming from Namibia, we are used to English being very prominent. So when I got there now, I was a bit like, whoa, everything.
This is too much Afrikaans.
And I was in an Afrikaans school, like I grew up Afrikaans, but now for the first time seeing like the advertisement signs.
Oh, the advertisement is in Afrikaans?
Yes, and the university, I'm Northwest University, you can get Afrikaans in your, choose that as your teaching medium.
Whoa.
So that was the first time I was now exposed to that, and it was like, wow, I'm not so used to it. And the South African people are a very warm and welcoming.
Yeah.
And from that first week, I was very much welcomed with open arms, even though I'm now a neighboring country. But the friendliness was definitely for me, wow, very unexpected.
Did you choose Afrikaans as your teaching method?
No, I stuck to English.
Okay.
But it was just nice to see that there is an option for that.
Okay, okay. So what do you tell people who have never been to Namibia or who don't know what Namibia is about? I remember when I lived in Joburg, people are like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Namibia. What? Where's that? I'm like, how dare you?
There are so many misconceptions
Yeah.
about Namibia, and many students don't know anything about it. So when I introduce myself as someone, yes, I'm from Windhoek, Namibia, usually, oh, the place with the desert. Is it not everywhere deserts? And I even got the question one time, do you guys have a Woolworths?
Whoa!
Yes. I was like, no way, you are coming with me the
Yeah.
next holiday. I can show you. So yes, sometimes there are big misconceptions, but I really like talking about my country because it is so close to my heart, being a representative. So I usually go on a 30-minute rant. It's showing pictures of the typography and the people and talking about beautiful Namibia.
That's the patriotic thing to do. Shout out to you. So how are you fitting in socially then?
At first, I was a bit nervous. How am I going to make friends? It's also new, but I'm part of Day House, where lots of the students can now participate in activities, and I'm also part of the campus radio team.
Nice.
So there you also get exposed to many people interested in the media space, as well as communication. So there I've met really nice people, and of course, the field I'm studying in BA Communication, I've met so many lovely people and even had the opportunity to bring some of them back home.
Oh, I love that. And I love that you're taking, your media experience at that side as well, because I thought maybe, oh, Joey's now studying abroad, she will let go of media. So you're still a media darling that side.
It's still very deep to my heart. And when I got now the opportunity to join the campus radio team, I was super excited.
Wait, are you on Afrikaans radio or is this English?
This is English and Afrikaans. So once
Joey, I've never heard you a day in your life speak Afrikaans, so I don't know.
I promise. Sometimes I present in Afrikaans, other times in English, and it's a very good way for you to now build those skills as well. Because I did the journalist thing, now I'm doing the radio presenting. So each of these are very useful in the long run.
Yeah. So what slangs have you picked up from Potchefstroom now?
They really do say a lot of how's it. How's it? It's
How's
very
it?
very Joburg.
Very casual.
And my one friend, she always starts a conversation with how you, not how are you. Leaving the are, she just how you. And I think it's very cute. And you pick it up in conversations after a while.
Finally, Zoe, let's talk about your message to, young people out there who want to study abroad like you. What do you say to them?
Well, I took a gap year, and for many people it's seen as you are almost like a failure.
Yeah.
Because a gap year is looked down upon. But after taking my gap year here at NMH, I felt more than prepared going into university life. So if I can say one message to someone out there is that even though it will take a bit longer, you will also reach the top.
Yeah.
You will also achieve your goal, and don't feel as though you are going to fall behind. Each person is running their own race.
Great message, my darling. Quickly, before I let you go, let's talk about your modeling career. Is that something that you're also pursuing that side?
Yes,
Oh,
of course.
I love that.
Modeling, and especially photographic modeling, is very dear to my heart. And being back home now for the holidays, I've already done a few photo shoots.
Love.
But I'm still hoping to continuing with my modeling in South Africa. And I wanted to just be a first year, this first now a couple of months. So next year when I'm a second year, I want to apply to a few modeling agencies there in Johannesburg and see where it takes me.
See where it takes you, and we are looking forward to crowning you as our Miss Namibia in the near future. Thank you so much, my darling, for joining us. We are so
Thank you
proud
so
of you.
much.
We wish you all the best. All right, that is Zoe. She is a former Miss Teen Namibia 2022, talking to us about her relocation and studies. We'll be right back. Stick around.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Thank you so much for joining us. We do hope you enjoyed this show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place.
So